Question 10. The implication if x then y is equivalent to. Okay, this is a question in logic, and for us to solve this, we're going to construct a truth table and then fill in the values. Out of those ones, the columns that have the same truth value are the ones that are equivalent. Is that okay? So from the question we are given if x then y, so we know we need a column for x, right? We need a column for x, and then we also need a column for y. Then of course we should have if x then y. Then our first option says if not y then not x. Okay, so we are going to have not x and then not y. Okay, so let's have not x and then not y, and then we can go ahead and construct not for the first option, not y. If not y then not x. Then we have if option B says if y then not x. Then C says if not x then not y. If not x then not y. Then the final option says if y then x. Okay, so we have, I think we've exhausted every option. Okay, let me just recopy this so that for the sake of presentation it will look better. Okay, this looks better. Let's start by filling in our first conditions. We have 4 of them: true, true, false, false. Then for the second one, we're gonna have true, false, true, false. That's how you satisfy all the conditions. Now we have the first column, if x then y. Now this is a conditional statement. For a conditional statement to be false, for you to have a false here, you must have a true false. You must have a true false for it to be false. You can write it down so that you always remember it, so you don't have to always think about it every time. You can just write it down. It has to be true then false, true then false. And once it is true then false, then it is false. So let's check. Is this true then false? No, it is not. So it is not false, it is true. Is it true, false? That's true, false, right? So that is false. Is it true, false? It is not true, false. So that is true. Is that true, false? No, it is not true, false. So it is still true. So we are done with that. This is just negation, not x. It means if you have your statement x, then not x. If it is not true, what is it? It is false. So this is false. If it is not true, this is false. It is not false, it is true. It is not false, it is true. Remember, we're only doing this because we are dealing with not x. The same thing applies here, not y. So this is what you are looking for, not y. So if it is not true, it is what? False. If it is not false, it is what? True. If it is not true, it is what? False. If it is not false, it is what? True. So now we have if not y then not x. See, so the two columns we are looking for are this guy, we need this guy, and then we need this guy. But in this case we need this one first. Look at the same thing that happened here. It's just that we are not using these two, but we are using these two now, but the same logic here. I hope you understand. But also take note that this is not the first one and this is not the second one. Rather, not y is the first one, not x is the second one. I think that's the simplest way to explain that so that you get it. So we are going to start here and come here. So we are looking for, remember our statements, when you have a true false, then it is false. So starting from here, true false, is it true false? If it is, when once you have a column that says true false, then you have a false. So let's start. True false, that's not true false, so it is true. True false, that's a true false, so that's false. True false, no, that's a true. Is that true false? No, that's not true false, so that's a true. See, if you made the mistake of thinking this is the first one here, you would have gotten your true false here and said this is false. But remember, it is not y first, so it is here then here. Do you get that? Okay, let's move to the next column. If y then not x. So where are we now? We are here. Let me look for another symbol here and here, right? Okay, so these are the two columns we are looking at. Who comes first? Y, then this. So we are looking for true false again. Okay, let's begin. Is this true false? Yes, that's true false, so that is a false. Is that true false? No, it is not. So it's not a false, it's a truth. Is that true false? No, it's not a false, it's a truth. Is that true false? No, it is not a false, so it's a truth. Now let's go to the next column. If not x, then not y. So we are going to look where is not x. See our not x here. This entire column is not x. Where is not y? Not y here. Okay, so we are looking at this. Again, we need a true false to have a false. So is this true false? No, it is not false, so it is a truth. Is it true false? It is not a false, it's a truth. Is it true false? Yes, that's true false, so that's a condition for it to be false. Is that true false? No, it is not a true false, so it's a truth. Now finally we have if y then x. If y then x, we're going to move from this the antecedent and this the consequence. So you must make sure that you don't move from here to here but from here to here. This is the first and this is the second. So is this true false? It is not true false, so that's a truth. Is that true false? It's not true false, so that's a truth. Is that true false? Yes, that's a true false, so definitely a false here. Is that true false? No, that's not true false, so that's a truth. Okay, we've gotten to the end. We filled everything according to the question. Okay, for this particular question we filled everything. Now let's look at the question. The question says which of them is equivalent to if x then y. Look at this. This what we are looking for. Let me make that big. Then let's go through the options. A says if not y. Look at if not y then not x. So let's look at this and this. Do they have the same truth values? True true, false false, true true, false false. So yes, we've gotten our answer. In fact, we've gotten our answer, and our answer is A. Well, if you're in exam hall, I know you will not have to do all this. I didn't have to do all this. I just wanted to show you the entire process. I saw my answer right here, but I just wanted to show you the entire process. Okay, let's check if we have another one. So okay, B says if y, see y here, let's check. True false, of course. When once one is out, then everything is out. C says if not, see here, see that, true true, false, it's wrong there. D says this is D, so we have true true, false, it's wrong there. Okay, so this is our answer. I hope you understand.